Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on the CEO Toby channel. If you guys are new, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications, all that good stuff so you never miss a video like this ever again. Today we're going to be talking about how to work under pressure in various different fields. Doesn't matter what profession you're in or where you work. I'm going to be showing you how to work under pressure in many different scenarios. Let's get straight into the video. So we're going to start off with leading a team. Of course, leading a team is important in many different aspects of life, right? Whether you're in sports and you're the captain, so you need to lead your team to victory, or you're in the professional world, you're a manager, you're a CEO, you're a CFO, you're a COO, and you're leading a team under you, right? There's a lot of pressure that comes with that, right? When you're leading a team to where they need to go, their belief is fully in you. So if you let them down, that's on you, and that may knock your own self-confidence, right? So it's very important to have certain tactics they use or certain different tricks they use to succumb that pressure, right? There's lots of different types. Some people are more like on a physical side. When they're under pressure, they sort of fidget in a way, and there's loads of different ways, but the way that's worked for me is basically trying to think in the future, right? So when I'm working under pressure, or my team needs me to do something, or I need to get this at a particular time, or I need to move things around, right? I try and think multiple steps ahead. So I'm thinking more in the future of what's going to happen. Okay, so I make this move, I move this over here, and it allows my team to do this more. And, I'm basically thinking more in the future, which allows myself to reduce that pressure. Because when you're working for now, oh my God, no, you're just going to be running everywhere. You may make lots of mistakes. But when you take a step back and just look at the whole situation from a vast standpoint, right? And you're looking into the future, okay, I make this move, what's going to be the outcome from a calm perspective, right? Is as simple as taking a deep breath. Breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth. Basically, take a clear head into every situation that you go into, knowing exactly what you want to achieve, and hopefully, getting little tips and tricks in there to just make sure that you achieve that goal as well, right? Because, like I said, every field is different. I'm trying to say this in more of a general way rather than just business. But say, for example, from a sports perspective, right? You're leading a team into victory. You need to gear them up. They're trusting you as their captain to boost their esteem, boost their morale, right? So that's pressures on you to deliver on that part. Like I said, on business side as well, the pressure is on you to deliver that work that you need to do, or deliver your team a certain product that they need, right? So all of these things are very, very important. But in terms of pressure, you want to just take a step back, understand the situation, take a wide perspective and look at what's going on all around you, right? And then make a logical judgment on what's going to happen next, because they're all believing in what you're going to do. And of course, that's going to bring pressure. Everyone's depending on me. That's where pressure comes in. And that's where, like I said, you make mistakes. You're meant to put this here, but you put it somewhere else. So you make that mistake. You don't want to be making that mistake. So take a step back, take a deep breath, look at the full picture and look at the future as much as you can to see, okay, if I make this move now for my team, what's it going to look like later on? Is it going to hinder us, or is it going to benefit us? And once you have a clear picture on that and you can see where it's going to go, you're in the clear, and you've already limited as much pressure as you can put on yourself, because you know, at least on paper, what's going to happen. Of course, life is very dynamic. Things can happen out of nowhere, but we want to make sure that what we do have control of, we have control of it fully. All right, next we have deadlines, right? There's different type of deadlines. Like I said, I'm trying to make this video as general as possible. A deadline may be you have a particular type of work to hand in, or you have a particular goal you need to hit by this particular time, or you have a Premier League match next week and you need to win that game to win the league type of thing. So once you have a set time and a set day that you need to achieve, that pressure comes and it actually builds up in you because you're like, oh my god, I need to work towards this. If I don't hit this deadline, then I'm done. And your mind starts spiraling and you start procrastinating, and that's what you don't want to do. What you want to do is have a clear plan for you to execute. Create a plan where, okay, I know where this is and where that is. Speak, if you have a team, speak clearly with your team. Voice what you need, voice what you want them to do, so they can also help you and reduce that pressure on you as well. Because the more people you have working alongside you reduces the pressure. But if you don't have anyone beside you, work with yourself, create a plan. No, okay, I want to do this, and this is how I'm gonna execute this. And it allows you just to have a clear picture in your head, so you can actually know what your goal is and how to actually achieve it in that space of time, right? There's different types of deadlines. There's deadlines that could be months. There's deadlines that could be tomorrow, right? Some of you, your homework is due tomorrow. You're under pressure. You need to get done quickly the night before type of thing. So it's more of a, you have the time span. You need to create a plan that actually works within that time span for you to also execute that goal. But also, don't make the plan impossible. You don't want to create an impossible plan. You need to make a plan that's realistic for you to achieve that deadline that you do have. And make sure that you do not procrastinate. Like I'll say it again, do not procrastinate, because the more you procrastinate, you'll just forget all about what you're meant to do, and you're just going to think about, oh, there's no way I'm going to do this. There's no way I'm hitting this deadline. This too soon. Oh my God, how could this happen to me? And you're never going to hit it. But even if you don't hit that deadline, it's better for your mental that you've actually tried and you actually put a plan in place and you actually put the right people in place, right? So even if you don't hit that deadline, you've put everything you needed to and you did what you need to make it happen, right? And that's all that matters. The last point is distractions, right? A lot of people believe that to subdue the pressure or to work better under pressure, they should bring other distractions so they forget their goal. That's absolutely wrong. You don't want to forget your goal. You want to create a plan to execute that goal and actually make it happen, rather than forgetting it completely. There are some people that will just say, okay, I have this deadline I need to hit. I'll just delay it. Okay, I'll just do something else. I'll play games. I'll go on my phone. I'll use social media. I'll go do everything else but that. And then when it gets closer to the date, now I'll think about it. And no, that's how the pressure is built up. The closer it gets to the time where you're meant to achieve something, the worse the pressure becomes. Because the main reason why you can then change your attention to something else and actually do other stuff is because there's not much pressure on you, because you believe you have all the time. And trust me, time goes quickly, especially while doing things that takes up a lot of your attention, right? You know more than anyone, right? There's certain social medias that you scroll forever, and then you start at 9 a.m. and all of a sudden you'll finish at 11 p.m. That's there for a reason. And that's what affects you when it comes to you working under pressure, because you have a lot of distractions around you stopping you from achieving that deadline or achieving that goal, right? And then all of a sudden, that deadline that was 1 month away is now tomorrow, and you haven't done anything, and now you're rushing, and now you're under pressure, now you're procrastinating, now you're hyperventilating, and you have all these emotions going around which is stopping you from actually achieving that and doing your best work. You want to make sure you don't delay. I'd rather you do things early in front of time, right? That you've got everything out of the way, you've done everything you need to do. Now you're doing other stuff like, you've already hit the deadline before the deadline type of thing. That's great. But if you're trying to delay the deadline where you're meant to hit later on because you're trying to have fun or trying to take your mind off it, I'll just leave it, or I've got exams, they're far away, it's fine. No, you want to make sure that you do the work you need to now, so later you can then enjoy yourself and have less pressure, because you know exactly what you have planned and your plans will come into fruition. Alright then, thank you guys for watching the video. If you guys are new, like I said, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications, all that good stuff. Of course, this was a little bit of shorter video today. I wanted to keep these videos as concise as possible so you can take in all of the knowledge in the current world we're in. Of course, attention spans are quite short and things as well, so of course, later on, we'll be creating communities and things like that as well, so people can get more involved and actually have more long-form content and get more long-form knowledge. But for now, we'll keep the content short and concise. If you guys have any other video suggestions, make sure you comment down below. Let me know any. and I'll make sure to take a look and actually create a video to help you out on that. Like I said, I'm here to help each and every one of you individually. Make sure you reach out to me if you have any other questions, and that's the end of the video. Peace.